And with that, I would like to introduce Dana Wu, a master's student of fine arts at Manhattanville College, to offer us a brief poetic reflection.
Thank you, Dr. Ugorji, for inviting me to come on behalf of the MFA program here. I have the dual honor of being an employee here at Manhattanville as well as an MFA student. I offer a poem of hope and healing that was developed collaboratively by a group of women writers here. We call ourselves the Power of Story Writers. It's called A Rumble in Our Bones. Did he see her as the knee pressed harder on his aching, soft neck? He cried out, "Mama, mama, mama." 18 months ago, she had died. My son asks, "Have you ever protested?" And I say, yes. When Colombia had investments in South Africa, we carried signs, "Divest now." And for the students in Tiananmen Square, June 4, 1989. He says it's going down at one police plaza. I think about the two officers who just stood there, the two who look like my son, who share genes in their last names of Kung and Thao with my ancestors and with immigrants. We are all immigrants here, except for the Native Americans who were here first and how we destroyed them. Kung and Thao stood there while George Floyd's killer pressed on the aching, soft throat that cried "Mama" at the end, stood there behind their badges as one of their own took a life brutally. We are like Johannesburg. We are like Beijing, in the land of the free, home of the brave. The working class is the foundation rock of our nation. How did we allow this to happen? Why are so many dying? Why did it take this pandemic to get our attention? While I offer blessings and gratitude, I speak out a desire to inspire action. Now, all generations march daily. Now, demand new legislation. Now, we embrace the need for reparation. Across the earth, millions of people felt the covered knee on the naked neck. Who remembers the man in a white shirt and black trousers? He was never identified, standing as the tanks rolled. Inside China, the image and events of June 4 are subject to heavy state censorship. They don't teach how those tanks crushed vehicles and students, and martial law made it even a crime to take photos of the protests. 21 years later, it's almost June 4 again, and I'm not so brave. I'm not ready to let my son be brave against the brutality that comes down against the innocent, the marginalized because of race, ethnicity, ethnic status, gender, religion, with the crushing knees of blue uniforms and spineless bystanders who should have known better. There is a rumble growing, pain and injustice stalking us. It sets itself out to a slow burn. Each burn goes into a lower layer of skin. I fear it will reach our bones. What is it? Having to weigh the risk of going to the store versus staying alive. That trip changed George is to George was. If he only stayed home, or would it have happened another time? Because they were waiting for any chance to appear to show him they had the power of that knee on his neck. The knee that Colin wasn't supposed to kneel on was okay for Derek to kneel on, not in protest of inequity, but to murder someone he saw as different, kneeling for almost 9 minutes with bold and defining arrogance. Let's imagine America. Let's imagine a planet where all people are able to live in freedom and breathe life into dreams. This is the way to clean the deep, exploding wound. This is the way to heal hearts of hate. George Floyd's last words breathe life into America's deferred promise. Our bones strengthen, weaving, seething, supporting us, each a scaffold to hold together the fragile, tender flesh of the human race. Thank you.